What is mental strength? We all know what it is. Whatever you call as guts, grit, or willpower is known as mental strength. The term mental strength has a lot of meanings and explanations. In simple words, it is managing our thoughts, regulating our emotions, and responding to life's events in a more productive way. Have you ever thought why all are not succeeding even when everyone puts same effort, possess same physical strength, and are equally talented? What makes someone special, stand out from the crowd, and win the trophy? Is it luck, or intelligence, or genetics? What makes the difference? It's a mental strength which makes the difference. It is the passion, perseverance, and consistency. Dear, motivation is temporary. It comes and goes. It is like a feeling or emotion. It won't last longer. When you watch a motivational speech or read a motivational book, you'll get incredible amount of inspiration. You'll set up a goal, you'll make a plan, and you will start working for it. After a few days, what happens? Your motivation level goes down, you'll start procrastinating things and behave mediocre. Motivation is like a spark. Unless you keep adding fuel into it, it won't last longer. So what makes you keep going, keep focused? Obviously, it is a mental strength. If you want to succeed in life, irrespective of your field, your talent, your intelligence, your fortune, or anything, you have to be mentally strong. How to become mentally strong? I'll share what I'm following in my life to improve my mental strength. Point number 1. Make a clear statement of what mental strength is to you. It may be waking up at 5 and doing your things, completing your daily tasks without pending, burning your body fat, or even proposing the girl you secretly love. It may be anything. For me, mental strength means when I am in a bad condition and need someone's help, I can still lend my hand to help someone else who is in need. Because when we are in pain, we don't care about others. We don't have the patience to listen to anyone's struggles. We think only about ourselves and expect everyone to understand our pain. If I can put myself in others' place and being able to understand what they are going through, even when I'm not feeling well, I'm mentally strong, right? So that's what mental strength means for me. Point number 2. Be positive. Everyone says be positive. I'm also suggesting the same. Because positivity has its own power. Listen, we can't control what happens to us. Nobody wants failure, nobody wants rejection, nobody wants disappointment, and nobody wants heartbreaking incidents. But it happens. Whether we want or not, we have to face it in our daily life. We don't have control over negative situations or unexpected life events, but we can control how we see that setback, a stumbling block or a stepping stone. It's in our perception. We can accept it as it is and move on, or we can get stuck up there. It's your choice. Train your mind to see the positive in every situation and people. When you have the control over your thoughts, it will be reflected on your behavior and actions. I agree, you cannot control the automatic thoughts which pop up into your mind, but you can control how you respond to them, right? It's little harder in the beginning. Trust me, dear. Once you attain the positivity, you'll start spreading positive vibes to the world. Point number 3. Keep your mind cool always. Your experiences play the major role here. Your experiences are the reasons for why you are like this, why you speak so, why you behave so, why you think so, and why you decide so. Your experiences have shaped you to the person what you are now. If a girl cheats on you, you will think like all girls will be same as the one who cheated you. You will put yourself in loneliness, you will blame yourself and that girl as well. You will try to keep yourself away from relationship. So your experiences have made you what you are now. When you have bad experiences with people you love or people around you, you'll start act according to what they had taught you. Whether it's right or wrong, you'll disrespect some people. You'll be rude to some people. You may stop loving and trusting others. It happened with me. Yes, I had a fake friend. When I broke up with her, I lost my hope on true friendship and I didn't want to be a friend with anyone. The result? I blamed myself. I blamed herself. And I blamed the whole world as well. It's not good for our mental health, right? So, what should we do? When you're ready for the result, whether it's positive or negative, when you're ready for the result, you can keep your mind cool. If it works, fine. If it doesn't work, fine, I'll try one more time. In other words, if she says yes, fine, I'm happy. If she says no, it's even better, she doesn't deserve me, I'll find a better one. You need that attitude. Be prepared for everything. Make every experience a good experience. Point number 4, develop the habit of positive self-talk. When you're facing tough times, it's really hard for you to find the solution because your emotions will affect you and your way of thinking. As we are all best advisors, it's easy for us to advise someone else the best solution when he faces such problems. We can't find ourselves one. Do you know why? You are removed from the situation and you are away from the problem. Do the same. Do the same in your case. Keep yourself away from your own problem and ask yourself, what will you say to your friend when he faces same problem? You'll find the right solution there. Talk to yourself positively. Cheer up yourself. Everything will be alright, okay? At last, point number 5. Don't allow your emotions to control you. I know it's not an easy task, but you have to. When you hold a lot of emotional pain inside your heart, you can't hide it and smile. You can't act normal. You can't control your tears. Dear, I can understand. You're also a human being like everyone else. It's normal to feel negative emotions like sorrow, anger, depression, and all. There is nothing wrong with being in a bad mood. But staying stuck in a negative emotion is not good for you and your loved ones, right? So, find a place, cry it out. Just cry as long as you want. But when you stop crying, promise me you should not cry for the same reason again. Okay? You can do it, dear. Good luck.